Hey, today we're going to be talking about how to navigate our dashboards and our specific dashboard of the winning formula on our browser version of our OMS Pro platform. So we're going to be sharing that information with you. If you want to have more information on the mobile version, you'll be watching the next module on that. This one's going to be solely focused on the browser version of OMS Pro. So let's jump right into it. Assuming you've already logged into the website, if you're having any trouble logging in, please refer to the previous video on how to gain access to this information, but make sure you're logged in. So once you're in, you can navigate pretty easily. So I want to kind of jump through that for just a few seconds. You have two options. One, over here on the left side, you can click down and it'll give you the options of different dashboards that you can pull up. You also have a quick jump bar here that you can scroll through and jump into some specific information. So right now we're on the daily KPIs. We're going to jump over to the winning formula dashboard because that's what we're going to be focused on right now. The winning formula has a couple of different categories, and so I want to jump through them fairly quickly, and we'll dive into a few of them. First, at the top, we have our schedule at a glance. This is giving us about a 6-day outlook or a 5-day outlook, it looks like here, on what our future schedule looks like. The current day, which is today, has 22 site visits scheduled for the day. Of that, we can see that we have a red highlighted field here. That means that we are at or above capacity for that day. If it gets into that capacity, it gets into red. So then we can also see what the future looks like. So tomorrow there's 10 on the schedule, Monday there are 4, and so forth. We can see that. We also have the ability to see what those job sites look like when it connects to the margin. So we have a margin number that's associated with each of these. And then a couple of other things on here, very interesting, is the average number of times on site. So for today, we have only been, on average, we've been on site less than one time. For the job site scheduled for tomorrow, less than one time, and so forth. It looks like for Monday and Tuesday, those are all brand new site visits. We've not been on site for any of those. But when you look ahead to the 9th of October, those are job sites that we've already been to 4 times. So that is something that we need to be aware of. Some of build hours, this gives us the total time that we should be on site for these, and then the average days that it's been waiting in our system. So we can see how long it's been waiting here. We're averaging 9.9 days for today's cube. So these are things we need to get taken care of. On the chart for who's off, this gives us a snapshot over the next couple of days of who is working and who's off, so we can make sure we're communicating that effectively. As we scroll down, we've got a couple of other fun charts here. These are projects, so 2020 projects by build hours and time on site. We have that listed by the week so that you can see that over the last couple of weeks, and these are project related. The definition of a project is a site visit that has a project manager attached to it. That's pretty much the simplicity of it. So if this was a project that at the current time Mike and or Andrew have been working on, that information is there. To the right of that is a cool map. This is updated every couple of minutes, and it shows the location of all of our vehicles across the states. So we can see real quick where everybody is, and if we need to connect up with somebody or somebody needs parts, we can quickly jump here and see where Eric Brown is versus where Sergey is, and be able to navigate to help them out if they need additional help. Also on this chart, if you watch the KPIs video, you see that we were tracking the build hours. That same information, that same chart is on this particular view as well as our build hours for the past 30 days. So if you want more information on that, you can go back over to the daily KPIs video to get more information on that. And then we have a couple of charts here on the right-hand side. Now, I will tell you that this chart typically is on a larger screen in a vertical aspect, so these charts are a little easier to see. But we have our fuel gauge, which is our monthly margin number by the minute. It refreshes as those jobs are completed. This is the first day of October, so we are just getting started, as well as our sales and the quotes approved by the week. So again, as I mentioned in the KPIs video, we typically see about a 30-day transition from the time a quote is requested to the time it's approved to the time it's installed. These are simply tracking the approvals that we've had for this particular week period, so that we can be projecting that into the coming days. As we move farther down the list here, I'm going to zoom back into full size. We have our monthly reporting chart, and this is just simply a line graph to kind of show us where we are based off of what we're trying to target for our monthly goals that we're shooting for, and we can kind of see how we're playing for the last couple of months, and this is a full year snapshot. So you can see the roller coaster ride that we have had. Then we can go down here as well and see that same information just in a list form. So you can navigate and see exactly where we are. Green highlights mean that we were at or above our goal. Red mean we were below our goal for that current month. So you can kind of see we've split the year to this point. GPS information, again, we talked about this on the KPIs dashboard. That information is there as well. And then a couple of other cool features that are on here. Incomplete site visits. So this is our funnel, what we refer to a lot of time as our funnel, things that we have ready and available to go out. We just have to schedule them and get them installed. That is our incomplete site visit summary. And it's categorized by in progress, not started, or waiting. So all that information is there. Total number, value of the margin, value of revenue, and the percentage of that being completed. And then a couple of other ones, and I really, really like this one. This is a live image feed that I get to go in here and look at, and I think a lot of other people do as well. And this is live up to the minute. I'm actually recording this at on October the 1st at 12 p.m., and there's some information here, 11:50, 11:42, 11:37, and you can just click on here and see exactly what folks are working on. Looks like somebody was working on some bright red doors. So down at the Stop a Minute in Anderson, very cool. So we have all that information that you can see, and these are live images that are populating in. All of this is coming in today. So a lot of information there. And then at the bottom, completed task, shout outs, and reports for return visits and site visits for the month. So all of that information is here. It's on the winning formula. And that is all accessible through the browser, clicking on the tab. If you have trouble accessing this information, please reach out to our OMS Pro administrator, Lucas Ward, and he'll be happy to make sure that you have access to this information so that you can see it and stay focused. These are pieces of information that can help us all make better decisions and be more available to make sure we're serving our customers the best we possibly can while focusing on efficiencies and productivity within our organization. That covers the browser version of the Winning Formula dashboard. Next, we're going to go look at the mobile version, so make sure you check out that module if that is your preference that you use on a regular basis.